my website right now and download my free course on alternate picking mastery. It contains 5 essential exercises that will take you to alternate picking mastery faster than you can imagine. And then I've included my method of how to lay out a practice plan in just 1 to 2 minutes that will absolutely boost your results like nothing you ever tried before. So go download it right now. It's free. Hey, just having fun with an allegedly impossible C major 7th 2-1-2 arpeggio shape. And I had a cool question coming in from a guy who says, "Am I missing something here?" Because he's looking at one of these videos about 2-1-2 shapes, and I'm going to explain those in a second. And then he says, when I try to play a C major 7th, starting from the low G on the low E string, and then that shape, it looks like this is impossible. It's not impossible. It's not comfortable because, you know, you have to, just to mark out that shape so we know what we're talking about here. Please stick with me even though this seems impossible, because it's going to seem very possible in a second. If you want to play a C major 7th arpeggio, that is 4 notes. It's the, right? Then, and you want to do it from the low G, and you want to do it using a formula of playing 2 notes on the first string, then 1 note on the next, and then 2 on the next, and then 1, and then 2. If you want to do that, which gives you amazing advantages in your right hand, because you can use the same picking pattern for every single arpeggio shape if you lay all 4-note arpeggio shapes out like this. Right? So you can learn sequences within these shapes. Right? And then you can apply them to all kinds of arpeggio shapes. It's really such a cool system, which we have in the modal mastery system on guitarmastery.net. It's not available right now, but it will be in the future. We're working on it. So let's play this impossible arpeggio shape so we know what we're talking about, what the question is about, and then let's solve the problem. And this is all about stretching, basically. But you have a G on the low E string, then you have that B in the 7th fret as well. So you got the 2 whole tones stacked on top of each other, that distance there, a major 3rd. Then you reach for the C with your 2nd finger on the A string in the 3rd fret. Then you go to the 2nd fret on the D string, right? And then you play a 2-note shape again, because we had only 1 note on the A string. Then you reach for the next note in the arpeggio, the E, in the 2nd fret on the D string, and then the 5th fret on the same string. So already there, it seems like, why would I play an arpeggio like that? That's uncomfortable because of this hand and because of sequencing. It's such enough talk about how fantastic this is. You can find other videos on YouTube where I'm going on about that. So we got that shape, and then we have 1 note on the next string here, the B, in the 4th fret on the G string, and then 1st and 5th fret on the B string. That seems like, that's a pain to play. First point here, why play it down here? This is a soloing tool, and of course you can play it. How did I learn to play it down here? How did I learn to move my hand like this? Right? I learned it by just starting out easy, because if I play it up here, right, it's like 10 times easier because the stretches are not that far. It's the same shape as down here. And as you play these arpeggio shapes, and you just do it as high as you need to in order for them to feel relatively comfortable. Some of these shapes are only stretches across 3 frets. So it's not like every 2-1-2 4-note arpeggio shape is like super uncomfortable. Some of them are really comfortable. But if you start, you say, I don't want to play it like that down here. I simply push it up. And then I'm playing it using that. Or if I'm down here, I'm not using that C major 7th arpeggio shape. I'm starting on the A string, and I get a totally different shape if I follow the C major scale, and I want to have a C major 7th that has 2 notes on the first, 1 on the next, 2 notes on the next. right? Blah, right? I go 3rd fret A string, 7th fret A string, 2 notes, and then 1 fret on the D string in the 5th fret. Then I have the 4th and 5th on the G, and I'm rolling over to the 5th fret with my 2nd finger on the B string, and then I play 3rd and 7th on the high E string. Right? A cool shape. Right? And much more manageable down here, so I would never go into it unless I'm forced to do it, right? But the key is, once you start playing the shapes up here, then you naturally, once you get down to the lower parts of the guitar, it becomes easier and easier without even focusing on stretching, without even trying to, pull the fingers apart and get tendinitis and all kinds of fatigue in your hand. You simply start up here, and as you become very good at that, it becomes easier to go a little bit down. Play, use some of the more challenging shapes down here, and then gradually, I never practiced playing it down here. It just happens because, so don't worry about it. Just make it easy on yourself and say, okay, my guitar, when I'm playing 2-1-2 shapes, at least the challenging ones, starts in the 7th fret or starts in the 12th fret. I don't care. Just don't focus on it, and I promise you, once you get better and better at these shapes, it will become easier and easier to play them lower and lower. And if you are wondering about what is a 2-1-2 shape, how should I construct them, then go search on this channel, put 2-1-2, maybe with a line in between, arpeggio shapes in the search field, and then press search, and you'll get the videos where I talk about that up there. That's it. I hope this solves it for you, so you're not missing out on something apart from this little insight that just make it easy on yourself in the beginning. Build mastery where it's easy, and then the rest will be easy, basically.
Subscribe for more free videos. Do it. Do it now. Do it.